There is a character in Demon Slayer that offended a wide number of audience members, and you may not even realize it. The character in question is actually the main character, Tanjiro Kamado. If you look at his design, you might be thinking, what exactly is offensive about this character? It's a small but very important detail, but we need to look no further than his earrings. Story-wise, his earrings are very important symbolically because, as we've seen in the Swordsmith's Village arc, people that have used the sun breathing technique have had these earrings. A lot of Japan's symbolism and mythos revolves around the sun too. I mean, if you look at Shinto religion, the main goddess Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun. But this is also where the problem lies. See, the earring designs were preemptively changed in China and then later in Korea after some outrage because the earrings have a very strong resemblance to the rising sun flag of Japan. So why would this be a problem? Well, during the Japanese colonization of countries like China, Korea, and the Philippines, Japan committed a very large number of war crimes that honestly, I can't say in this video because it'd probably get taken down. The rising sun flag was the flag of Imperial Japan at the time, so people from these countries, Korea, China, and the Philippines, akin this flag to them as they do the Nazi flag to people in the West. When I first saw Tanjiro's earrings, I actually wasn't aware that these were offensive. I was aware of the rising sun flag symbolism. However, if you look at the flag, there are 16 rays, they're very thick, and they're bright red, and there's even an asymmetric design sometimes if you look at the navy flag version, so I thought these were very different than the design on Tanjiro's earrings. But it turns out that the big red circle and shining rays out of it is enough to make this imagery offensive. As you can see, they changed the earrings so that they don't have the rays anymore, so you can still keep the symbolism, but it won't offend as many people. And by the way, this video is not to imply that I think the mangaka is trying to ensue anything by including these designs. The rising sun is normally seen as a symbol of Japan's history rather than the war crimes associated with the country. If we even look at some Japanese art from the 1800s, the rising sun is used quite often. I think the situation with the rising sun flag is a little bit more nuanced than say the Confederate flag or the Nazi flag because for those flags, it was only for such a brief period of time in their country's history. Like if you were to throw out the Nazi flag or the Confederate flag, because they were only available for such a short period of time in their country's history, it's a little bit more clear what you're trying to imply if you're using these flags. Demon Slayer also takes place during the Taisho era, which is around 1912 to 1925, so it would make sense that Tanjiro's earrings would have this symbolism. The usage of the flag is also a very touchy subject because the Japanese government does not very often acknowledge the war crimes it committed during World War II. Additionally, from what I understand, in their education system, they do talk about their war crimes, but they kinda underplay it. So I can understand why this is a touchy subject for people in China and Korea and why they even protest Japan very often. The situation in Japan is also complicated because since there is so much oppression in Japan's history, is there really a way to differentiate between the historical value of the flag to its citizens and the harm that it's caused to other people in other countries? So given the complicated situation of the flag, I definitely do not blame the mangaka at all. But do you guys have any opinion on this? Especially if you're of East Asian descent, I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content or learned something new, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to know when more videos come out. Let me know if there's any specific anime topics you'd like me to cover, but otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.